Hi, everyone, and good Thursday to you. Thanks for being a part of the show on this 10th day of September. And this is going to be a bit of an unusual program in regards to its format, but what you are looking at right now is just a portion of a video, an interview that I had just a few moments ago with our Public Health Director, Pete Shepard, in regards to a statement that you may have already heard or received from the McGoffin County School District in regards to a positive case of COVID-19 resulting in the closure of 2 McGoffin County schools for the next 2 weeks. As it turns out, a number of positive cases that appear to be linked has now resulted in the closure of the schools, one, out of an abundance of caution, says Shepard and the school district, but as well 2, possibly 3 sports programs as well suspending their practice and activities for the foreseeable future. And Shepard will have more details on this matter in just a few moments. I myself was actually scheduled to be out of the office today, but given this late afternoon announcement and development, we will have an interview with Mr. Shepard following these messages. Stay tuned. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. Summer heat and no AC make for a miserable drive, but don't sweat it. Call Black Smoke Performance in Sayersville for inspection, diagnostics, and repair by qualified technicians with the latest technology and equipment. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Get your air conditioning fixed today at Black Smoke Performance. Brand new at your Sayersville Lee's, and for a limited time, it's sticky sweet and it's bringing the heat. Their new spicy bourbon dippers. You get an all-new taste, nothing short of amazing. They take their spicy jumbo dippers, toss them in a kicked-up sweet bourbon sauce for a flavor that you're only going to find at Lee's. But don't wait. This spicy specialty is only here for a limited time and only at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Go to Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire. It's hard to describe the t-shirt lines and looks in right now at the seasonal shop, but I'm going to try. 2 of them are made right here in KY, Ridge and Holler, because, in Kentucky, you're always in one or the other, and both are always beautiful. Just check these designs out. The other is Yonder, and it's made in Pikeville, and it's just as cool and creative and all Kentucky. Definitely something there to appeal to everyone. And the ever-popular Turnrow brand, also at the seasonal shop for all fans of anything farming. And you can come into the shop and experience the magic of perfectly chilled drinks. For regular and slim cans, regular or even wine bottles, cups, and more. It's the Cadillac of koozies by Brewmate. All colors and styles in stock right now at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop. Go with All Pro and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today. Now for my before-mentioned top and only story for this Thursday, with regular programming to resume on tomorrow. Public Health Director Mayor Pete Shepard does give us the following details about a McGoffin County School employee testing positive for the coronavirus, other individuals' tests pending at this time, but this one positive case, which the school district has now decided afterwards to close 2 schools, as well as possibly suspend activities within 2 or 3 sports programs, and also affecting other operations.
The McGoffin County school system, they're going to close South McGoffin and McGoffin County Middle School. All their teaching will be virtual now. The teachers will be teaching from home. The middle school is just being cleaned down for cleaning. The South McGoffin does have a person that works there that tested positive. So they're closing because of the positive case, and the middle school closing because there could be a possible connection with some other positive cases, but they're just closing down for precautionary on it to clean.
So in addition to the schools being closed 2 weeks and to make sure we stress, virtual learning is going to go on, just teachers doing it at home. But there's also 2, maybe 3 sports programs that are being affected?
Yes. My understanding is the cheerleading program, the volleyball program, and I think for precautionary reasons, the girls' softball, who's been practicing twice a week, they're going to close down too for at least till next Friday.
Now, is that out of positive cases, out of a pending test result situation? What is all that from?
That's out of a person with the cheerleading squad that is a contact person, had a direct contact with a positive case at South McGoffin.
Okay, so no new positives in either of those programs at this time?
No.
Okay. Is my understanding that there was a couple of bus drivers possibly involved in this as well?
As far as we can ascertain, it's going to be one bus driver that had direct contact with a positive case.
So where did all this, I know that this has had to be a monumental task to do in a day's time as far as contact tracing is concerned. Where does all this originate from?
It seems like it all originated from the Tip Top Church, the positive case we had from there last week. It came to South McGoffin, and then it's kind of branched out into different things with the school, but also one of the contact persons was one of the positive cases went on an ATV ride during the weekend with approximately 8 or 10 other raisers. They got out, had a cookout. Nobody wore masks. They didn't social distance. So there's going to be about probably 10 to 12, 14 people there that's going to have to be quarantined with that. But it all comes down to events where people are not wearing masks, not social distancing, and this is what happens. And you get a whole cluster of not positive, but contacts with a positive person that just really runs up the numbers as far as having to contact people and quarantine.
So this is, I don't know the number. Maybe you can tell me if you do know. This is a number of cases that have originated from the Tip Top Church. Positive.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, we got from that church, we got 3 positives out of it, but the one positive person that worked at South McGoffin kind of branched it out into a lot of other places. So once it gets where a person with a positive that doesn't use when you go out and don't wear a mask, and then we have to contact these people. They they cooperate very well with us. They told us all the people they've been in contact with. So I think we've got it pretty good. But then you got people with these people that's maybe affiliated with the sports programs, and I think the school, just as a precautionary measure, is going to say, well, we're not going to take the chance that even though they wasn't in direct contact, it could have been secondary contact. We're just going to close it down and see how things go for a week. And I think that's a good move on the superintendent's part, on Scott's part. That's a very smart move.
Anything else before we go?
I just want to tell everybody, this is not over yet, and it's all comes down to when you have events where people are not wearing masks, or not social distancing, or not washing your hands. Then it just takes one or two cases, positive cases, to affect a whole lot of people, a whole lot of events, a whole lot of sports, and now it's affected the cheerleaders and maybe even the volleyball team, and so we just need to just be smart and do the right thing. And, I know a lot of people still don't want to wear a mask, but you got to wear the mask. And I just like to say the churches, if you're going to have services, please wear your mask. Please social distance at those things. And it's we're not out of the woods by a long shot. And this is what happens when we don't go with the guidelines.
Just do you have the number? I'm just curious, and I wouldn't really expect you to be honest. But when you take into account the 3 sports programs, the number of schools, the contact tracing number from this 1 or 2 cases, do you have a total on how many people this has affected? You've had to reach out to today?
No, I know the nurses, Felicia and Marlene at the health department. They've probably been on the phone to at least 25 to 30 people. But the schools are notifying the teachers. They don't count the teachers that's going to be on virtual from now on, or at South McGoffin too. They don't count. It's just the people that we've had that's had contact with a positive person. So we're in probably the 30 range of that, and that's a lot. That's a big number for us.
That's direct contact, and when you're talking indirect contact, we have to be well over 100 just from this one case, maybe even 200 or 300.
3 or 4 or 5, because you got family members, and like I say, if you got a positive person, or if you have a direct contact that's been in with a person and they're like over a squad or a coach or a member of the team, then you've got all those people that you've got to worry about. And that's the thing I think the superintendent's worried about, is that if these people start turning up positive, then you've got a whole lot of programs affected by this positive. And then plus, then you've got to look at, and I tell these people, and I know it's hard for kids because they want to go out of evening and they want to go socialize and all that, but if you're in one of these sports programs and you're out socializing with people outside the program, and you can get a positive contact and bring it into the program, then that's just going to shut it down. Football, if we get a positive case on the football team, it's going to shut it down for 2 weeks. And that's just it. That's just the facts. So you just got to be smart. You got to go to practice, then go home, and try not to be at the least contact you have with other people, socializing after hours or whatever, the better off we're going to be and the safer we'll be. But it's going to be difficult to really keep from having this happen ever so often.
And again, my apologies for the abbreviated program, but I'll be back in regular, whatever that is, fashion tomorrow. We had a police pursuit last night that resulted in, I believe, an accident and a subsequent arrest, a few other calls of emergency to report as well. And we'll be wrapping up this week and reminding you about, of course, tomorrow night's home opener for the McGoffin County High School football Hornets, as well as other things. So join us then. Real quickly, your Licking Valley short-term forecast: 64 tonight, partly cloudy skies tomorrow, 82, partly sunny, and 67 tomorrow night. Still into the 80s for the first half of your weekend, 85, mostly sunny, with about a 40% chance of showers. Certainly shower chances in the latter part of your Saturday, because the next player, weather-wise, sets up shop for Sunday. And that's when we have no sun, definitely showers, some good chances of some thunderstorms as well, and temperatures hovering below the 80-degree mark. So we're going to continue with this warmth and sunshine through the end of the first half of your weekend. Thereafter, things will change, and we'll talk about that change and what lies ahead when I see you back here tomorrow night. For now, good night again, and thank you for watching.